Thank you so much for being here and welcome to my channel. My name's Andrea and I created this channel to be a place where I could share with you guys some tips and tools to learn for online business and social media. Over the last 3 years, I've spent pretty much all my time helping my husband grow and develop his online presence. His name's Color by Felix and he does acrylic art. He now has an audience of over about 2 million people across all the social media platforms. So I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I've learned while helping him and kind of give you some pointers because I know that it can be hard out there. So this video, I want to talk about something that I've had a few people ask me about, which is if I think it's worth it to buy followers or buy engagement, things like that. So when I get this question, my first question back is why? Why do you want to get followers? In the beginning, I understand it can be very hard to grow a channel. It can be very hard to grow a presence on social media. But first of all, behind all of that, before even paying for followers or engagement or whatever it is, I think it's not worth the money that you would spend on it because basically you're gonna get these followers. I don't know if they're real people. I don't know if it's like a place that they're just having people randomly follow you. In that case, if it is, then they're not going to engage with your content. So you're going to have followers, but you're not going to get anything out of it. It's basically going to be empty because the fake followers that you get, they're not going to buy your products. They're not going to support you. Yeah, so it's just kind of empty. It doesn't make sense. So it looks like you have followers, but what's the purpose behind that? So that's like, is it all about the numbers? It shouldn't be all about the numbers. And so that's what I'm going to talk about today. So here's why it's not all about the numbers. It's not all about the numbers, it's actually more about engagement. It's more about how much are people enjoying the things that you're putting out. Are people commenting? Are they sharing? Are they liking? Are they interested in what you have to say and the value that you're bringing? So when you come from that standpoint, advertisers, if that's what you're in it for, if you're in it to grow a business or advertising, if that's why you want more followers, I think that you have to go back to asking why you're doing this and why you care so much about having followers, if that's your main goal. If you're willing to spend money to get followers, what is your main goal? Because you will not get anything from buying followers. You will just have the numbers there. And so from my experience in the last 3 years, we have never bought followers. We've never bought engagement. We've never done any of that. Everything has been 100% organic. Literally the only thing that I can say that we did one time was we bought a $20 post on some art featuring page, but it didn't do anything for us because we didn't know at the time to check the engagement, not check the followers. So just because someone has a lot of followers doesn't mean that they have an engaged audience that actually values what they're posting. And so in that case, it's not worth it. But that could actually be something that I would recommend if you want to get your name out there. And if you are going to spend money on this, I'm not saying you even have to spend money. I think you can grow your name, grow your channel without spending any money and do it organically. But if you are going to spend the money, honestly, I think that it's more worth it to pay for advertising on an art featuring page that has a highly engaged audience than it would be to buy followers or buy engagement. Or if you're not in the art niche, buy a feature on one of the other pages, whatever niche you're in. So now that you know my answer, I'm gonna give you a few things that you should do instead of buying followers or buying engagement. So these are a few tips that I will give you briefly to help you see that there's other options and also to see what's more important than buying followers, because I want you to get this idea out of your head. So what I would suggest is if you're not growing fast, that's okay. It doesn't happen overnight. For some rare cases, it does. For Felix, that's what happened, but he didn't even do it overnight. It was over like the course of 3 years now. So that is still pretty fast, but it's not going to happen that fast for everyone. And so I would suggest trying different platforms. If Instagram is the one that you've only been trying, you should try TikTok, you should try Pinterest, you should try Facebook. There's so many social media platforms out there, and I just would suggest diversifying and trying different platforms before you decide, oh, my page isn't growing. I think you should try different ones. And also know that it's going to take patience, it's going to take a lot of hard work, it's going to take a lot of testing, because you have to test tons of different types of content before you know what your audience is looking for, what people resonate with, and like I said earlier, what people find value in, or entertainment. You know, people want to see something different. So if you're just copying the way that someone's doing something, try something else. You know, try to do something you've never seen, or something that would interest you. So you want to be able to stand out and not just be another page. There has to be something unique about you and your account. Okay guys, the last thing I'm gonna say as I wrap up this video is don't compare. It's easy to compare your journey with someone else's, or your page with someone else's, or what you think it should be like, or whatever, you know, but honestly, that's gonna steal your joy so quickly. And I want you to realize that this is a process, okay? And you need to be patient, you need to be hardworking, you need to be consistent, which is most important. And if you're not going to be consistent, and if you're going to give up when it gets hard, or when you think that your page is done growing or whatever, then I promise that's as far as you're going to get, because you need to have it in your mind that you're going to be successful and that you're going to do this no matter what. So if you do that, you can't fail. And so I want you to just not give up, okay? Like, there were so many times that we tried certain things we thought were gonna do well and they didn't. And there's a lot of failures, but all those failures lead up to what you see now. And so just keep going, don't give up, and keep trying different things. That's my best advice. And also don't buy followers. But yeah, so I hope this video could help give some pointers and kind of tell you why I think that it's not worth it to buy followers. It's not so much about even like the numbers, and so I want you to get that out of your head. Like, don't care so much about the numbers. Just, it's more about the quality. It's not about the quantity. It's the quality of your audience. It's the engagement. It's the people that actually love what you post and love seeing every time your post comes up on their feed. You know, do it for that. Do it for the people. Don't do it for the numbers. So that's what I would say. And if you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And also comment down below what you'd like me to talk about in my next video, because this channel really is for you guys, and I hope it can be helpful. And so yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks guys. Bye.